Bray Wyatt's big return to SmackDown left fans on a big cliffhanger. That brings up even more questions than ever. And as usual, there was some hidden things thrown in there. So we'll take a look at everything that went down. October 14th, 2022 was Bray Wyatt's return to SmackDown. Bray was released back in summer 2021, but his last SmackDown appearance was October 9th, 2020. So this was his first SmackDown appearance in over 2 years. But let's get into the return itself and what it did for the story and told us about Bray's immediate direction. The whole show was built around Bray's return, so understandably, he closed out the show. Bray Wyatt appeared and walked through the same door he came out of at Extreme Rules. That whole entire door setup that Bray comes out of is getting some theories around it as well. Some fans think that the door represents the Firefly Funhouse, and how Bray is now fully exiting the Funhouse. That's not confirmed, at least not yet, but it's a good theory and idea that some fans were bringing up. But Bray makes his entrance to the ring with his lantern in hand, and has a new theme song that was created by Code Orange, same individuals who made his previous themes. Bray steps into the ring and grabs a mic for an in-ring promo, but of course, what happened next was a little unexpected. Bray Wyatt wasn't in his usual character state. For the first time in history, he seemed to be completely normal, and was talking more as Windham. Bray shared some emotional words about how this last year of his life has been some of the most difficult times. He talked about how he lost Brody Lee, how he lost his career, how he thought everything he did was meaningless, how he fully lost his way. But he said that the fans never gave up and kept pushing him to go on, kept asking him when he was coming home to WWE. He told stories about how these fans thanked him for saving their lives and helped him get through difficult times. Bray then said the same thing right back to the fans. He thanked them all and said that they saved his life as well. And as Bray is continuing to dive deeper and deeper into this new emotional side to him that we've never seen before, his new alter ego and persona appears on the screen and cuts him off. There's some rumors and buzz that this mask may be called Uncle Howdy, so that'll be the name holder that we'll go with until we get the proper name revealed to us. But Uncle Howdy appears on the screen and says the following to Bray Wyatt, quote, "Oh, little one, my little one, come with me. Your life is done. Forget the future, forget the past. Life is over. Breathe your last. You got no idea who you're dealing with, do you? Oh, but you will. You will." End quote. The Bray Wyatt transition screen comes up and slowly fades to black. It's over. So that ending had some fans really confused about wondering what just happened. Some fans were wondering if they ran out of time, but that wasn't the case. All of that was done by design to serve as a cliffhanger. Everything went perfectly according to plan. So what's going on? Who's this Uncle Howdy? Who's under the mask? Is Bray coming after himself? How is this working? Well, let's start things off with the promo from Bray Wyatt. It was a very good promo. Bray undoubtedly meant every word he said. But the genius to Bray Wyatt is that while it was truly him speaking from the heart, it was also a part of the act and storyline at the same time. That was a new normal side to Bray Wyatt's character, a side that appears to be extremely close to Windham, his normal and ordinary everyday self. But as usual, Bray's past and his demons look like they're closing in on him once again. Bray's character past is extremely deep, from being raised in the woods to having his sister Abigail being his main caretaker, and she wasn't really the best example for him growing up. His story of how he met the Fiend in the woods one day and how he thought he was this monster, but he came to realize that he was the monster. He was the one with the Fiend. And like we saw from 2019 to 2021, that was the case. Bray basically became one with the Fiend. Bray also created the Firefly Funhouse within that same time frame. There's a lot of theories even with the Firefly Funhouse. Some fans think that Bray built this funhouse to serve as a sanctuary for him to get away from his issues and his mind, to be at peace. Bray was locked up in that funhouse, and like he said several times, it was protected by the Fiend. So this is a seriously disturbed character that keeps trying to get away, but his past and all these other personal demons keep pulling him back in. So maybe that's what Uncle Howdy is representing. Obviously, it's not someone else under the mask, it's Bray Wyatt. Extreme Rules was proof right there that Bray is under that mask. So it looks like they're going with a split personality route again, but this is going to be a bit different than the split personalities of The Fiend and Funhouse Bray. Now you have ordinary Bray Wyatt and the Uncle Howdy version of Bray Wyatt. Ordinary Bray Wyatt is this normal, emotional, and broken individual, while Uncle Howdy is a version of Bray that's just as dark and twisted as ever. So this dark version of Bray is trying to pull the good version of Bray back to the dark side. Fans think that this storyline is basically representing the inner conflict that someone can feel. A storyline that's reflecting off the entire mental health and inner conflict element that an individual can go through. It's like everyone says, the hardest thing to get past and defeat is your very own demons. And that could exactly be what Bray is dealing with right now. He's battling his own thoughts and mental health, which is being represented by Uncle Howdy within this storyline. So although Bray was being very honest about his tough times and losing his self-confidence, that very well could be the actual character talking as well. The character itself is in a very abandoned and broken down state, and that's what Uncle Howdy is going to try and take advantage of. He's telling Bray to forget about what happened before or what's ahead, and basically just try to embrace him, embrace this entity. And like Howdy even states there in his final remarks, he tells Bray that he has no idea what he's messing with, but he's about to find out. So who's Howdy and what is he in control of? Well, all of that information hasn't been given to us quite yet. It's way too soon to know everything about him. But there has been some clues and great theories floating around. One great theory from fans referred to Uncle Howdy as the Puppet Master. When Howdy made his first appearance on WWE television, it was after we saw the Firefly Funhouse puppets come to life in the arena, and after we took a tour through the abandoned funhouse. So fans believe that the Puppet Master, Uncle Howdy, whatever his name may turn out to be, is the one responsible for bringing the puppets to life. While the funhouse was abandoned, maybe Howdy came in and was already in the process of bringing the puppets to life. So when Bray Wyatt returned and left through the funhouse door, what also came out that door with him was the alive versions of the Firefly Funhouse puppets and the alternate version of himself, Uncle Howdy. It's like the fans pointed out, go back and look at Extreme Rules. The puppets were already out in the wild before Bray walked through the door. So maybe that itself is a good hint and some good evidence for the Puppet Master theory. Uncle Howdy is the main brains behind the puppets coming to life. He'll be the brains to getting the Wyatt Six together. He'll also be the one possibly responsible for corrupting Bray Wyatt back into his old ways. So that appears to be what SmackDown teased us for Bray Wyatt so far. He appears to be battling his inner demons right now, and we're going to have to see what side prevails in the battle. Is it the good version of Bray we saw in the ring on SmackDown, or is it the twisted version of Bray that was on the screen? What are your thoughts on Bray's return to SmackDown? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.